market economy offers its citizens greater choices and freedoms. Patrick Henry once said, "Give me liberty or give me death." One family that was profoundly impacted by the establishment of the 38th parallel was the Wang family. Wang Wan was a pharmacist, and he was taking south of the 38th parallel. However, his brother, a doctor, was taken north of the 38th parallel, and that took their lives in very different directions. Wang Wan enjoyed prosperity working in his profession. His brother, however, didn't have any choice other than to go work for the government. They were separated in 1950, approximately the end of the Korean War. They did not meet up again until the year 2000. Upon reuniting, Wang Wan was horrified to learn that his brother had never owned a coat and did not have any money. So he offered him his coat and some money. But then his brother said, "I can't accept those things, because if I accept those things, the government in North Korea will confiscate them." The political climate that led to Wang Wan's brothers and other people's in North Korea's situation began at the end of the Korean War. At the end of the Korean War, the United Nations mandated that free market elections be held. However, Russia said, "No, we don't want to participate in free market elections." Thus, above the 38th parallel, a communist state was established. Below the 38th parallel, a pro-Western style democracy was established. Russia administered above the 38th parallel. The United States administered below the 38th parallel. This had very profound differences in the two countries. South Korea began a rapid ascension over the last 50 years to become one of the wealthiest countries in the world, while North Korea had a very quick descent to become one of the poorest countries in the world. The reason why this is important to me is because I grew up in San Diego, California, approximately 30 minutes from the Mexican border. In San Diego, a very affluent country, California has the 7th largest economy in the world. However, as soon as you cross the border over into Tijuana, Mexico, you see poverty, degradation. When people come to San Diego, they want to do two things. They want to go to SeaWorld or they want to go to Tijuana for cheap goods. Many times my family, my friends, and I would go to Tijuana to shop and to have lunch or dinner. We would go into a town called Puerto Nuevo. When you're going into Puerto Nuevo, you can see the dilapidated homes in the area as you drive by. You can see, as you're shopping for merchandise, you can see children, families, mothers, fathers. They have looks on their faces that have pain and despair. And you wonder, how did these two things happen? And the reason why it happened is because a free market economy allows each and every citizen the opportunity to pursue his or her own self-interest. And once a person pursues his or her own self-interest, that is how individuality is fostered, and that is how wealth is created. If North Korea would have taken that route, today they wouldn't be one of the poorest countries in the world. They could be like their brothers and sisters in the South and have more economic affluence. Dictatorship occurs when governments do not allow people to be who they want to be. Instead, they mandate them to be who they want them to be instead. The 38th parallel is one of the greatest illustrations in history of what happens when people are stripped of their own individuality. It's not right, it's amoral. Today, Mexico is akin to North Korea. They lack economic freedom, they lack freedom of choice. So their political institutions that they have instituted has not allowed their country to flourish economically. Approximately 2% of the Mexican families own 85% of the wealth in the country. That is akin to North Korea. Remember, freedom of choice allows wealth to be created. That is how we all can be better citizens and better individuals, and that is how economies grow and foster strength. Thank you, Toastmaster. All right.
Mr. Tabbitt, you put 90